Hey, what's up guys? So today we're going to be going over a video from BrightSide, and the name of the video is called Low Impact Full Body Workout. Get insane body transformation without equipment. And I'm sitting here like, this sounds all too good to be true. So let's jump right in it. Let's see what can we take from it and what can we not take from it. Because there's a lot of bad information out there. Okay, minus the sad.
When your sweet tooth kicks in, you're often tempted to chug a can of soda or some fruit juice. However, if you're determined to lose weight, this sugary addiction must stop. It has been proven by doctors from the Department of Nutrition at the...
Okay, so the first one is get rid of sugar. Now, this has its ups and downs. When you rid the body of sugar, there's going to be amazing results that could come from it. But how do you approach this properly? My recommendation is to start slow. First, limit your intake of sugar. So the daily recommendation of sugar is about 1 can of Pepsi per day, tops, for the daily recommendation. Now granted, this could be different based upon the person's body and based upon the person's requirements.
The Harvard School of Public Health that drinking sugary beverages contributes to being overweight and obese.
Yeah, it contributes, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it is the sole cause of it. It's just that it's very addictive, and that's the only reason why it even contributes in the first place.
14. Drink green tea.
No. Okay.
Apply this rule to unhealthy foods. Out of sight, out of mind. According to a study by...
Okay. Hiding unhealthy foods. Yes, mostly. No. I'm going to give this a 90-10%. Yeah. If you have bad control, get rid of the unhealthy foods and you will see amazing results. The big issue is that you're going to have an episode where if you don't have full hunger control, you're going to have an episode and you're going to binge. This binge could lead up to quite possibly caloric surplus, and that means you gain weight. So my recommendation is, if you're going to hide food, get rid of it in general. You can have it if you're outside, but don't have it when you're inside. Meaning, if you want a bag of chips, have that bag of chips. Just don't bring it home, and only buy one serving size. Don't buy a family size bag of tortilla chips.
Brushing doesn't only clean your teeth. It can also help in the fight against excess weight if you brush during the day. Around 15,000 people took part in a research project conducted by the Catholic...
Alright. Brushing your teeth in order to help you control your eating habits is a good technique. I actually had a client, and this client before, let's just say that he used to love his Monster Energy drinks, and the problem is that the taste will still be in the back, like your mouth. So then you're still having these cravings for soda, you're still having these cravings for sugar. If you brush your teeth 3 times a day, it might do more results to help you fight those food cravings throughout the day. 2 times a day, that's for hygienics. 1 time a day, yeah, a little sketchy. But 3 times a day, amazing. And I'm sorry in advance for your toothpaste bill.
University of Korea and Korea University. The research showed that there's a link between brushing your teeth and losing weight. Toothpaste removes leftover food from your mouth, and it stops communicating with our receptors. Our brain receives a signal that says lunch is over. Number 11. Laugh more. This isn't a joke. Sincere laughter uses about the same amount of energy as walking, since it involves different muscles, especially abdominal ones. Data gathered by a team of researchers at the Department of Medicine at Vanderbilt University showed that 10 to 15 minutes of laughter a day can burn 10 to 40 calories.
What? Okay. Let's break this down a little bit. 10 to 15 minutes of laughter a day can burn 10 to 40 calories. So this is not a good scale. This is not an accurate representation of calories. And by all no means, if you do not laugh for 10 to 15 minutes per day, that doesn't mean you're not going to achieve your goals. And then last but not least, I'm kind of more of a serious person. I laugh for about 5 seconds and then that's it. So to laugh for 15 minutes total throughout my day, I better be around some good company. That's all I gotta say. Or you know what I'm saying. But no. This is not a good comparison. He says, or they say, walking and laughing for 10 to 15 minutes a day burns the same amount of calories. Yeah, but the amount of energy, or better yet, mental energy, because there's a physical energy, and that's the calories, and then there's mental energy, and that's you actually applying yourself to it. Ain't nobody gonna sit here and try to force themselves to laugh for 15 minutes. You get what I'm saying? And then not to mention, they're talking on some high intensity. It's like that one article where they said gamers burn as many calories as in 2-hour session, or gamers per day burn as many calories as a 2 hours worth of sit-ups, or 1,000 sit-ups, or something like that. And I sat there like, but these are not good comparisons, and they don't really highlight the benefits. So with that being said, don't get this confused. This is a lie.
Drink more water.
Yes.
We're told.
So before we even watch this video, the benefits of drinking more water. 1, you're still getting more hydrated. 2, you're reducing your hunger cues by drinking more water. Sometimes our hunger cues are actually from when you end up, let's say, dehydrated. You have a tendency to confuse dehydration with hunger. So with that being said, this is a good tip to help you control your appetite. But these are not to help you low impact full body workout, get insane body transformations without equipment.
Time and again that drinking
nonsense,
enough
honestly.
water speeds up the fat burning process. If you're not convinced, a team of scientists from the Humboldt University and the German Institute of Human Nutrition researched this topic. They asked the participants of their study to drink 2 large glasses of water. As a result, their metabolism became 30% faster and more efficient.
Okay. On the subject of metabolism, it's always sketchy. People gonna say they have a slow metabolism, and some people say they have a fast metabolism. To me, this never made any sense, and the only reason why I'm gonna say that is because a person who is 300 pounds would have a faster metabolism than a person who is only 180. But yet that person that is 180 pounds says that they have a fast metabolism because they never get fat. But the guy that's 300 pounds says that his metabolism's slow because he got fat. So the topic of metabolism is confused, and honestly, in my opinion, it doesn't even matter. When it comes down to metabolism, becomes 30% faster and more efficient, maybe the time of processing the food, but this does not necessarily change how fast or how much your calories you are burning. We all have a basal metabolic rate. These are coma calories, and these coma calories are the amount of calories you burn doing absolutely nothing. And that is your metabolism. So the more heavy you are, the higher it is. And the more lean weight or that you have as far as the calories, and this is another topic for another day. But all water does is helps you become more mindful. Some people don't have the, how would you call, the leptin response that your stomach's supposed to send out when you are full. Drinking water helps you realize it.
Scientists claim that by drinking 50 fluid ounces more a day, a person can burn around 17,400 calories per year, approximately 4 pounds.
Drinking 50 fluid ounces or more a day can burn. When you drink water, you are not burning calories. You are substituting the confusion of hunger for dehydration. You are substituting potential calories in versus zero. Water has 0 calories. Drink water. It's good for you. But it does not mean you are burning. You are saving. There's a difference.
Number 9. Follow the 2.5-minute rule. This rule was established by scientists at Colorado State University and the University of Colorado Anschutz Medical Campus. They call it sprint interval training, and it requires a 2.5-minute intense workout every day.
Okay,
the thing
no complaints.
5 to 30 seconds of hard exercise during a workout, for example, speeding up while riding a bike or running on a treadmill with 4-minute breaks may increase your metabolism, and you'll burn an extra 200 calories.
And that's where you got me. No. You don't burn.
And you'll burn an extra 200 calories.
No. You don't burn an extra 200 calories. That is a myth. EPOC is real, but it is not as much as you think it is. Granted, there's nothing wrong with high intensity interval training. There's nothing wrong with sprint interval training. At the end of the day, you give your all, you rest, you give your all, you rest, give your all, rest. And that is amazing. There's nothing wrong with doing cardio for heart health. But to say that you're going to burn an extra 200 calories or whatever the case might be based upon how hard you push yourself and the lifespan of 30 minutes is not going to be a difference. The difference is the choices you make. You are not going to burn 200 extra calories. I promise you. You might save 200 calories because you know damn well that you push yourself a little too hard and now you want to go to sleep. But then you don't save 200 calories. And you don't burn an extra 200 calories. This is a misconception, but there's nothing wrong with cardio. Do your cardio. It's good for you. I promise.
Do high-intensity exercise and always give 100% to burn more fat. Number 8. Eat less, but more often. It's easy. When you eat frequently, you let your body know that there's no need to accumulate fats. When we skip a meal, we send the opposite signal, and we tend to eat more. Based on research from the Department of Nutrition...
Alright, so before they go into the research part, they say eat less, more often. Yes and no. This comes at a consequence. Alright? I have multiple people out here. Not everybody eats breakfast. I don't eat breakfast. And I promise you, if I was to eat breakfast, it still wouldn't make a difference as to if I would eat less the rest of the day. The real reason why you don't want to eat less and eat more often is because if you were to let's go with a little theory. I'm gonna bust out the calculator, alright? If the average person burns 2,500 calories a day, this is just an estimation, right? You were to divide that into 5 meals: breakfast, lunch, dinner with 2 snacks. Okay? Then that means that each meal or each potential eating option is only 500 calories. So this becomes an issue now. 500 calories is not much. Granted, if you eat from Coach Greg's Doucette's Anabolic Cookbook 2.0, shameless plug, click the link in the bio, you will get amazing high protein recipes and this amazing volume cookbook recipes. So granted that's an exception, but let's talk about the everyday average person who is not looking at a cookbook, who's not meal prepping. 500 calories ain't much. You already drink your calories from 200, so thus drink your water. It's good for you. 0 calories. But 500 calories of food. If you were to make a sandwich, depending on the bread, go with the average 120. That's 240 for the 2 slices of bread. Throwing some ham, cheese, that's 500 calories plus you right there. I'm spitballing it, but work with me. So a sandwich is 500 calories. Then you're gonna have your snack. Your snack might be about 200 calories. This gives you extra 300 calories. So you can play with the calories, but at the end of the day, you're giving yourself a limited budget per meal. If you were to eat appropriately, 3 meals a day at 2,500 calories, then that means that each meal could be 833 calories by theory. And this is only a spitball number. Play with it. See if you lose or gain weight. If you want more information, don't forget to DM me inside on Instagram. I help coach programs. I make programs for up to 6 months. But let's keep focusing on the topic. 833 calories per meal for 3 meals. That's kind of fair, granted. But if you play it smart, it's amazing. Why? You do 2 light meals, about 400 calories. This gives you 800 calories extra on top of your 800 for dinner. If you were to play it smart and only do 400 calories. This allows you to have that heavy dinner that your family cooks. So, play with the calories, see where you stand, but just because you're eating less more often is not the best technique if it doesn't work for you. So that's the lesson. If it doesn't work for you, don't do it. Play smarter with the calories.
Nutritional sciences at the University of Toronto, eating little and often reduces cholesterol levels by 15% and insulin levels by almost 28%.
Okay. Eating little and eating and often reduces cholesterol. Cool. That's for health. But that's not low impact full body workout. Get insane body transformations without equipment. I mean, this whole video is clickbait. But let's keep going.
Insulin plays an important role since it controls the level of sugar in the blood. If there's a lack of insulin, glucose reaches neither fat cells nor muscles.
Okay. And that is not part of the topic for this video. That is for health. And also, if you're diabetic, please take into consideration ask your doctor before you do any nutritional advice, any diet changes, because at the end of the day, when you're playing with diabetes, you're playing with your life. So be careful. Alright? But back to the topic. They're talking about muscles, glucose, and if your body doesn't have any insulin, then your muscles don't get the glucose, and everything gives you insulin. You will get an insulin response off of every single thing. Granted, some is not as strong as others, and others are stronger than others. But as far as insulin, you will always get an insulin response. So if you work out, your body's going to get the glucose. Now granted, if you're diabetes type 1, I think diabetes type 2 is something else. Don't quote me on this, always ask your doctor. But that's something else. As far as the whole muscle recovery and all this other stuff. But that's for health, and not the topic of this video.
Number 7. Remove the bright blue light from electronic displays. Here's another simple way to increase your metabolism.
Oh, this
Remove the blue light from your phone if you use it before bedtime. However, experts do say that it's better to avoid screen time completely before going to sleep.
Yes. Yes, it is. Good sleep quality allows you to have better performance when it comes down to the gym. Better performance in the gym means better calorie burning. Be, in the words of Greg Doucette, be a better butter burner. Better butter burner. Better butter burner. Better butter burner. That was a fun one. But if you get better quality of sleep, you get better results, and the better results allows you to have better calorie output, and thus does allow you to get a low impact full body workout, get insane body transformation without equipment. A most amazing clickbait title ever, by the way.
Number 6. Stop counting calories. Nutritionists recommend that you stop focusing on calories and pay more attention to the quality of the product you eat, since not all calories are equal. For example, a high-calorie burger can be harmful, but high-calorie nuts are useful.
Stop it. Stop the cap. I'm gonna explain why, but let's keep watching.
Vegetables, nuts, and seeds are natural and minimally processed, and they all contain more useful and healthy elements than their powdery dietary analogs.
Alright, we're gonna pause it before we get the ad. This is... You want the burger? Have the burger. Why? Because the burger will make you, 1, feel good. 2, satisfy your hunger cues. The real issue behind the burger is that you're not having a burger alone. You're having fries. You're having a soda. You're having chips, if some people do chips on the side. That's the real issue. That burger that they showed is give or take about 500 to 600 calories. But you get protein, a handful of carbs, and a handful of fat. I ain't gonna lie to you, Chief. It's not the best source of macros. But they said they're gonna compare it to almonds and nuts. Why? Do you realize that a person who doesn't have control of the food, if you do have control, amazing, props to you. But for a person that doesn't have control of food, this becomes a problem. A handful of nuts, a handful of almonds, and trail mix, or whatever you want to call it. Each handful could be 100 to 200 calories. And a person who has no control is going for multiple handfuls. You will go in a caloric surplus because you don't have, 1, control of what you're eating, but 2, the amount of calories in each handful is not equivalent to the volume that you are getting when it comes down to that burger. Plus the satisfaction. Pick and choose your calories wisely. You don't necessarily need to cut all the stuff out. Just cut the extras. You don't need regular soda. Get diet soda. You don't like diet soda? Drink water. I don't care. 0 calories is 0 calories. Unless you're the type of person that cares about gut health and all this other stuff, which that is not my expertise, and nor do I really care. The whole gut health could be fixed with change of diet, but if you can't change your diet to lose weight already, then why change your diet to focus on gut health? If you already have a good diet, then add gut health to your diet. Cool. Shout out to you. Respect to you, honestly. But when you want to lose weight, you have a certain type of target. You gotta stay on that target. This is the most annoying advice I've ever seen. And we'll get right back after this commercial break.
Let cool air into your bedroom. Research from the National Institute of Diabetes and Digestive and Kidney Diseases and the National Institutes of Health suggests that cool temperatures in a room influence brown fat, a fat layer that protects the body from freezing. As a result, it splits white fat and burns chemical energy to create heat. Subjects had to sleep in rooms with different temperatures, neutral, cool, and warm. After 4 weeks of sleeping in a cool room, men got rid of a great amount of white fat from their abdomens. So go ahead and turn up the AC at night.
If you want to pay extra bills, be my guest. Let me explain something. Just because you're burning brown fat at night because it's cold doesn't mean you're losing weight. It doesn't mean you're getting a low impact full body workout, getting the same body transformations without equipment. No. Brown body fat is your as they would say, your body's response to burning energy. Now, I don't know the true science to it, but from my understanding is that you have white fat and brown fat, and when you convert your white fat, when you are working out, burning energy, consuming, you're doing everything right to lose weight. The white fat turns into brown fat, the brown fat turns into waste, and the waste escapes from your body mostly through carbon dioxide, but sometimes through the other chutes. But that's something else. When it comes down to burning brown fat overnight because you're going to let cool temperatures in your room, honestly, you had a better chance of saying cooler temperatures equal better sleep, and better sleep equals better results, and better results equal better being a better butter burner. But no, they want to say you burn brown fat, and I get it, but that's not a low impact full body workout, get the same body transformations without equipment. No, it's not. Stop it.
Number 4, forget about daytime sleep. Science proves that people burn less fat when they sleep during the day and are active at night. A group of researchers from the University of Colorado studied 14 healthy people for 6 days. During the first 2 days, subjects slept during the night and didn't have daytime naps. Then they changed their sleeping patterns to imitate owl sleeping schedules. It turned out that when people took a nap, their metabolism worsened since their biological clocks didn't completely flip to fit their schedules.
All right. This is another opinion thing, but it does also tie into better sleep equals better results. Better results equals to better butter burner. When you are taking naps in the middle of the day, this represents one of the few things. It represents that your diet is not providing you one with enough energy. It also could represent that your sleep quality is not up to par. So you need to focus on trying to get your sleep quality or your nutrition up to par in order to avoid taking naps throughout the day. When you take naps throughout the day, you are missing opportunities to burn more calories or to even just in general be more productive. So that's the only reason why I would tie in taking naps as a opposite. And again, this also ties back to the theory of metabolism, where your metabolism burns fast. I don't believe in that because it doesn't matter. What matters is calories in versus calories out. And granted, yes, there are so many situations where calories in, calories out looks like it doesn't work. But the problem is that you're taking variables and not counting them into this formula. And then you also need to do trial and error. And it's real complicated, but this is something that we could take care of together. If you are interested, I offer programs for up to 6 months, and I do remote and in-person training. So hit me up, shoot me a DM on the Instagram. I got you guys.
Break your diet deliberately.
Alright, break your diet deliberately. Cheat meals. Alright, fine, cool. You can have a cheat meal, or you could plan your diet to your satisfaction while still maintaining a caloric deficit. All you need to do is just count the calories. See if it works. If it doesn't, go lower. If you feel like you can't go any lower in calories, work harder. Something in the variables are not adding up. But if you can change the variables, you will lose weight.
Cheat meals are a rather popular practice among amateur and professional athletes. This means you break your diet once a week. You're allowed to eat everything you want, even if these foods are banned from your diet.
Okay, be careful with those words. Not everything. You can't have your burger and fries and then for the next meal you're going to have your onion rings. The problem is that if every day you are burning negative 500 calories, you're in a caloric deficit of 500. And then that one day that you have that cheat meal, you're in a caloric surplus of, if it's 6 days times 500, that's 3,000. If you manage to hit 3,000 calories in a surplus, which is possible, you don't exercise, it's a rest day, you overeat on that rest day, then you will be in a caloric surplus a lot faster than you think you would. This is why I preach smarter meals. You want your unhealthy food, and I'm gonna put a label because I know this is gonna be dietitians and they're gonna be like, oh, he labels things bad and good. I don't care. I honestly don't care. You know it's not the healthiest. If you're gonna have your unhealthy food, have it. Cool. Be spot on with your other meals. And if you're spot on with your other meals, you will be fine when you have your unhealthy meal, as long as it's controlled.
The secret behind this lies in tricking your mind. When you know you're going to be rewarded for your efforts, it's much easier to refuse bad food to satisfy your spontaneous desires. Number 2, get rid of stress.
Yes.
According to a study from Ohio State University, stress slows down our metabolism.
I don't believe in that. What I do believe is your stress response is going to make you want to eat food. Your stress response is going to make you not sleep properly. Your stress response is going to make you have caffeine and make you anxious. It's about your response, not the metabolism. But let's keep going.
What's more, when we're stressed out, we tend to eat more greasy, sweet, and salty foods. Scientists say that consuming high-calorie products in stressful situations affects our metabolism and causes weight gain. So avoid binge eating at all costs when you're stressed.
Been there, done that.
Number 1, get plenty of sleep.
And that's what I've been preaching throughout this whole video.
About getting good sleep. A healthy 8 hours of sleep from 10 or 11 p.m. to 6 or 7 a.m. contributes to great metabolism. It can also help you get rid of unwanted belly fat. In a study conducted by Assistant Professor Marie-Pierre Saint-Onge at Columbia University and Assistant Professor Ari Schechter of Columbia University Medical Center, subjects who slept less than 5 hours were more prone to weight gain and obesity than those who had sufficient sleep.
Yeah, and we don't even need to watch the rest of the video. The rest of the video is going to keep preaching exactly what I've been saying. Sleep, nutrition, all this plays a key role into how you can lose weight and get a low impact full body workout, get insane transformations without equipment. So this video in of itself is quite possibly the most funniest clickbait video I've ever seen, but there are a few misconceptions. But I feel like if you guys are interested, hit me up on Instagram. I offer programs 1 month, 3 months, 6 months. I'll do in person if you're in New York City local, and I also do virtual calls if you are interested. We also have to schedule some time, but come check it out. Click the link in the bio. I offer Greg Doucette's Anabolic Cookbook. I offer Harder Than Last Time supplements. If you're interested, you know what to do. Have a good one, guys.